Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Inquisitor Transport Scythe from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. This is set 75336, ages 9+ with 924 pieces, retailing at $100 exactly. It is brand new for this season and probably the most anticipated set besides the ATTE, which hasn't unfortunately hit in America on like regular retail yet. So anyways, other than that, this one was super sought after, I believe. I mean, obviously the minifigure selection is fantastic and the ship itself is really, really cool. So that being said, let's get right into it. Just giving you guys a quick look at the box. I really like the blue stripe in the background of this ship. Behind it looks really, really nice. And of course the Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in the corner, again, looks super duper awesome. It's just a really nice looking box, honestly. So checking out the figures first, we have the Grand Inquisitor, which we have seen made in Rebel Swarm before. And so this is a little bit of a restylized version, and he looks really, really nice. Lots of detailing on the legs and the chest, and he has a fancy shoulder armor piece, which I think looks really good. He has his Inquisitor lightsaber that is supposed to spin, and then of course his little red eyes. On the back, there is a clip for his lightsaber, and he has a interestingly cut cloak. This is not a normal type of cloak, and there is some detailing on the back. Overall, really cool. I think a lot of people were very happy with this Lego minifigure, and of course, if you never got the Rebels version, now you have the opportunity to get another Inquisitor. And then we have the third sister, aka Riva, and her pants unfortunately have no printing on them. I'm not sure why they did that, but she's the plainest of them, of the Inquisitors. Though she still does have an interesting torso and the Inquisitor lightsaber. I really like the skin tone that they used for her. It's a really pleasing, kind of like a, I don't know, like a chocolate milk color. I just really like it. It's very nice. And I think that she actually looks pretty good. Her hair is pretty decent, and she has a smaller cut cape with some detailing on the back. I did not like Riva in the show personally, but I do really like her as a minifigure, and this will probably be the only merchandise of Riva that I plan on picking up. But overall, she is quite cool, especially if you're trying to get all the Inquisitors. And then we have the fifth brother, and he is also made in Rebel Swarm. I do not have him in Rebel Swarm, so I was glad to be able to get him through this Obi-Wan Kenobi version. Again, he has very similar printing to the Inquisitor on the torso and identical legs, another chest piece as well, and then a pretty cool looking face with his fancy little metal hat thing, and then a clip on the back for his lightsaber, and he has some printing on the back of his head as well, which was kind of interesting and very unique. None of the Inquisitors have double-sided faces, of course, but that is okay. I don't mind whatsoever. And then we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he is the least interesting in this set, obviously, because he's Obi-Wan Kenobi, in face of 3 brand new minifigures. But this is like the Wanderer Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi, however they want to call it. He does have a different costume than in the Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader duel that also came out during this season, with just like a light blue top and unfortunately no printing on the legs, but I do like his head, and then his unique hairpiece. And then there's the back, and then he has this interesting cloak. It doesn't quite want to lay down the way it's supposed to, so hopefully over time it will, and he is double-sided face. We're going to probably see quite a few Obi-Wans, so he's nothing super duper special, but still pretty cool because he's a different Obi-Wan. I do appreciate that for that reason. All right, minifigures aside, here we are with the Inquisitor Transport, and I must say, I really wasn't the biggest fan of this ship based on other people's reviews and images I had seen until I actually got it and built it in person, and I actually really, really like it. It is very satisfying to have so much black on a ship. There is a little bit of gray highlights, but overall it's really cool. I do still think that the wings are a little bit dwarfed by largeness of the ship, but that's just kind of the style of it. But overall, I think it's just a really, really cool vehicle. The design of it is pretty menacing overall, I would say. And it holds together pretty well. We have a couple of pieces that kind of want to wobble, but nothing super crazy. And then, of course, on the back, we have a couple of engines. We do have some stickers here. Again, nothing bad. The wings do move up and down. So this is the flight mode with the wings all the way down. Of course, when you display it, you likely will have it this way unless you have a stand for it. On the front, of course, one of the coolest pieces is this red windshield with the printing on it. It is a really, really neat piece, and I think pretty much everybody's commented on how cool it is. There are spots for spring-loaded missiles, and then on the bottom it stands super well because it has 4 landing gears. There's 4 of these guys, and it stands fantastic. It is not wobbly, definitely very swooshable. And so obviously it has a detailed interior, which is really cool. Again, for $100, I think that that is fantastic. Let's just move the wing away real quick and I'll show you. You can pick up the cockpit, and it does have a hinge, so if you just want to show the first seat, you can. And you can put the Grand Inquisitor here. Oh, I did also want to mention before I forget that there is a little boarding dock down at the bottom, which would kind of take you right into the seat. This also lifts up just a little bit if you need better access. But it is cool that they did include that. That way the minifigures have like a way to get on the ship, even though it's a little bit hard to manage, especially with adult hands. But anyways, you can see a little control panel in there. And then there's the spot for the Inquisitor. So we have the Inquisitor here, and he actually sits pretty well in the ship's seat. You just have to hook on the front part of his legs, and he can even be wearing his lightsaber on his back there. And I think that looks pretty cool. With the cockpit down, you can actually see his little face through it, which is really cool to me as well. So anyways, yes, this hinges up, and then if you hinge it one more time over, it does this like tall trifold thing, and then you can pull these little arms back, and you have access to the interior, which is relatively detailed. We have sticker paneling on this side, and then some of the back walls there, as well as this side. And lots of floor space, which is cool. You do get 2 more seats for our other Inquisitors here. I'll demonstrate. And unfortunately for Riva, she does not have a lightsaber clip to hold her lightsaber. They do have a solution for the blades, however, which is right behind the seats. So taking the blades, you can just stick them in here, which is funny. They could have just done like a little box storage, honestly, and we could have just thrown them all in there. But I do like that they thought of it and did put storage for the blades. And then with Riva's lightsaber, you just kind of have to like set it in here because it doesn't unfortunately have a space to sit. And so we have all their lightsabers and quite a bit of walking room. You can even add Obi-Wan in terms of a good way to store this figure if you don't have the minifigures on display. And they actually all fit pretty dang nicely inside the cockpit. The fit is really close to their heads. If you can't tell, they definitely took the time to measure that out. And overall, it closes up and looks fantastic. So that's pretty much this set. I think it's wonderful, honestly. I think it's a really, really good set, and for $100, you really can't go wrong. I think this is definitely one that everybody should go ahead and pick up. It doesn't even need a sale. It's awesome. It has great minifigures, and the ship itself is really, really cool as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and as always, thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'll see you later.